What if there was a river that could make dreams come true? Deep in the heart of a magical forest lies the Crystal River, a stream said to grant the wishes of those brave enough to journey to its sparkling waters. Join Leo, an adventurous young boy, and his best friend Pippa, a lively talking squirrel, as they set off on a thrilling quest to find the legendary river. This captivating bedtime story will take you on an adventure filled with glowing crystals, enchanted challenges, and heartwarming lessons about believing in yourself. Get ready for a magical journey that brings courage, friendship, and the magic of wishes to life. Leo had always heard the stories about the Crystal River from his grandmother. She spoke of a river deep in the forest, where the water shimmered like 1,000 stars and could grant the deepest wishes of those pure of heart. Leo's greatest wish was to find it, not for himself, but for his grandmother, who had always dreamed of walking without pain again. One sunny afternoon, Leo packed his backpack with snacks, his grandmother's old compass, and a sense of determination. He headed towards the edge of the forest, where his best friend, Pippa the squirrel, was waiting. Pippa was small but fierce, her bushy tail flicking with excitement. "Are you ready, Leo?" she chattered, her bright eyes twinkling. "The Crystal River won't be easy to find, but with me by your side, we'll be unstoppable." Leo nodded, his heart pounding with anticipation. "Let's go, Pippa, for Grandma." They ventured into the forest, where the sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting a golden glow on the path ahead. The deeper they went, the more the forest seemed to come alive. Flowers that hummed with soft melodies, butterflies that glowed like tiny lanterns, and trees that whispered secrets as the wind passed through their branches. After hours of walking, Leo and Pippa reached the enchanted grove, a place where the trees were covered in crystal-like leaves that sparkle with every color of the rainbow. But standing between them and the grove was a shimmering wall of light. Pippa's whiskers twitched. "This must be the first challenge," she said, her voice filled with wonder. Leo approached the wall, his grandmother's compass glowing softly in his hand. A voice echoed through the grove, soft but powerful. "Only those who believe in their own light may pass." Leo took a deep breath, thinking of his grandmother and all the times she had believed in him. He closed his eyes and whispered, "I believe in myself." The compass glowed brighter, and the wall of light parted, allowing them to step through. On the other side, the grove was even more beautiful. The crystal leaves tinkled like wind chimes, and at the center of the grove was a path leading further into the forest. Leo and Pippa continued on, facing challenges that tested their courage, kindness, and trust. They crossed a bridge made of crystal shards that only appeared when they spoke words of truth, solved riddles whispered by the wind, and even helped a lost baby deer find its way back to its mother. Finally, as the sun began to set, they reached the Crystal River. It was more breathtaking than Leo had imagined. The water sparkled with a soft blue glow, and the air was filled with a gentle hum, like the forest itself was singing. Leo knelt by the riverbank, his heart full of hope. He dipped his hands into the cool water, closing his eyes. "I wish for my grandmother to be able to walk without pain," he whispered. The river glowed brighter, and for a moment Leo felt a warmth spread through him. The water swirled around his hands, and a small glowing crystal appeared, resting in his palms. Pippa gasped. "It's a crystal of hope! Your wish has been heard, Leo." Leo smiled, tears welling in his eyes. He knew that the magic of the crystal river wasn't just in the water. It was in the hope and love that fueled his wish. He carefully placed the crystal in his backpack, knowing it was a symbol of the journey they had taken and the belief they had in themselves. With the crystal safely tucked away, Leo and Pippa made their way back home, the forest glowing softly around them. When they returned, Leo ran to his grandmother, who was sitting by the window, her eyes filled with surprise as she saw the glowing crystal. "Grandma," Leo said, his voice filled with emotion, "this is for you. The crystal river heard our wish." His grandmother took the crystal, her hands trembling. As she held it, a warmth spread through her, and slowly she stood up, her eyes filled with tears of joy. "Oh, Leo," she whispered, "you've brought me more than just a wish. You've brought me hope." Leo hugged his grandmother tightly, his heart full. He knew that the true magic of the crystal river wasn't just in granting wishes. It was in the journey, the courage, and the love that made those wishes possible. That night, as Leo lay in bed, Pippa curled up by his side. He looked out the window at the stars twinkling above. He knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, the light of hope and love would always guide him. And with that comforting thought, Leo drifted off to sleep, his dreams filled with the magic of the crystal river.